Hi, this is Alexandra at Beadaholique, here to show you how to make the herringbone wire wrap necklace, which has a nice layered effect using flat cable chain with open links, as well as some agate and herringbone wire wrapping. So this necklace comes together using 3 different tones of 26 gauge wire by the beadsmith. And those spools over here, I want to show you the different colors we'll be using. We've got the antiqued copper, the hematite, the vintage bronze, and it also comes in a pretty rose gold color. For the rest of the project, we'll be using some 3.6 millimeter flat cable chain. I have some 6 millimeter agate beads, 1.5 inch head pins, a chain extender, Lobster clasp, and for tools, I'll be using the micro grip tool set by the beadsmith. Now these are great because they fit so nicely in your hand. They're very compact with fine tips for detail work. They also have a removable spring that just comes out by pressing down and pulling forward. What we want to do first is create one more of these herringbone wire wraps. And I'm going to do that using the hematite wire, taking 14 inches. Clip that with my side cutters. And with my round nose pliers, I'm going to grip about, whoops, those aren't my round nose pliers, 2 inches down, and I'm going to make a 90-degree angle. Wrap up and over the top toward the inside of the plier to match the loop size. And I'm going to create about 10 coils, or enough to fill a 1/4 inch of space. Stacking those down the stem of the wire. They don't have to be perfect because these are going to be wrapped over with the herringbone technique that I'll be showing you. So let me hold this up to the ruler just to see where we're at. I'm going to do a few more wraps. Probably use up the wire. Just clip that tail. And I'm ready to slide on my bead. I chose these agate beads to really show off the different colors of the wire. And once that's on, I'm going to measure about a 1/4 inch of space so that the 2 sides match. And from there, I'm going to angle again at 90 degrees and create another wrapped wire loop coming up and over the top of the plier so the loop sizes match, and filling that space with coils. All right, I've made the mistake in the past of clipping my wire. That's usually what you do with wrap wire loops, but in this case, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the remainder of the wire and come over the edge of the bead, rounding over, coming over the front of the opposite side, and making a 360-degree rotation. Then I'm going to bring the wire around the opposite side of the bead, kind of splitting it in half. And again, coming around 360 degrees. So once I've met up with the other side, I'm going to again come around the side of the bead, and I'm stacking my wrap, kind of nestling it next to my previous one, and coming around the same side of that wire edge as I did before. Coming around, flipping the bead over and doing the same thing, nestling that wire against the bead, over the front of that opposite side, 360 degrees. You can see the pattern developing here as the wires stack against each other. A little trickier working with this thinner wire to demonstrate. If you want to visit our other video that shows how to make a herringbone wire wrapped bead, you're welcome to do that as well. Basically, the object is to, hang on, I need to go other direction here. There we go. Fill the space on either side up to your wrapped wire loops. And it creates sort of a pea pod look on one side and then a beautiful domed look on the other. And you can decide which side you want to feature. They both look really nice. Let's see, where am I at? Here we go, coming around. And getting my last strap on that side. And then I can just coil twice around, once or twice, and clip the extra. So now we have our 6th link, and we're ready to assemble our necklace. And you'll see what I've done is prepare ahead of time lengths and components so that it will be a little more streamlined. So what I have here are lengths of 3 links each, and I need one more length of 3 links, and I just want to show you how I got those, because with this open link chain you don't need any jump rings because these links act as jump rings themselves. And so just with pliers I'm going to open up the 3rd link and create myself the little section that I need. And that's that. So now that I know I have what I need, I actually know this is long enough for the project as well. This is 15.5 inches remaining. And what I'm going to do is link up each of my herringbone beaded pieces, and I'm going to line them up in the color order that I've chosen. There we go. And I'm just going to connect them using these 3 link portions of chain. So again, each one is just going to be opened up, same as you would a jump ring. Slide on the loop of your wrap and close it up. Do the same on the other side, so each end is also going to have 3 links of chain. Next link, figure out which side opens up and latch it on. Close that up. Now I'm going to take the other end link on this section, open it up, and slide on my next wire wrapped bead. So I'm going to continue doing this with each of my beads until they're all connected, and then I'll come back with you and we'll go to the next step. So I've connected my sections, and now we're ready to move on to the next step. For this, I'm going to take in the 15.5 inch length of chain, and what we're going to do is dangle some beads off of the chain. So I'm picking out which beads I want. That's what's fun about these agates, is they each look different and they have these wonderful little stripes on them. Let's switch those. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to take a head pin, string on my bead, and off of the top I'm going to make a simple wire loop. So for that, I'm just going to grip right next to the bead and angle it off to the side. Then I'm going to insert my plier at the size of which loop I want to make and create my loop. Now I'm going to find the center link of my chain, and for that I'm going to hang it straight upward and just eye it. I'm going to grab onto a link and check myself there, see if I got the right one. I think I need to go one over. There we are. Okay, so I'm going to snap that on, and now I'm ready to make my cut. So I'm just going to snip right at the base of that loop and tuck it closed. Next, I'm going to count 8 links over and add my next bead. In the same way, sliding my bead on, angling off the top, making my loop, and counting the links. There we are. This is approximately 3/4 of an inch, but I find with projects like this that counting links really gets an accurate spacing. All right. So that's up one side. Whatever I do on one side, I'm going to do on the other. And that's going to create me a symmetrical set of beads right in the middle of this chain. Take up my next bead. Angle off the top. Create my loop. Now let's see, I think I'm going up the other side, and for this, what I can do rather than counting is again hold up my center bead and take a look at where the links fall and match up. And so I see that the 8th link down here is this one. Snap that on and clip. I'm just going to do that one more time on either side. Add on my beads, and then we'll connect the 2 strands. So now that I've hung my beads onto my longer strand, I'm ready to connect the 2. So for that, I'm going to take the end link on one side of my herringbone beads. I'm opening that up, and what I'm going to do is measure 1.5 inches up from my end bead on one side. So let me bring this over to my ruler real quick. Measure and latch. Just sliding that link onto the one that I want and closing it up. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Kind of hang it straight to get it so that it's not kinked or swiveled in any way. Lay it down, and now I'll grab this end link, find the open side, oops, open that up, and again, bring my ruler in and get my 1.5 inch measurement. There it is. Okay, and I'm just going to slide one link onto another. That's the great thing about this chain that opens and closes is in the design process, it really helped me figure out what proportions and lengths that I needed without having to do a lot of cutting of chain, because then I wasn't wasting any. All right, so I've got those together, and now we're just ready to add our clasp and our extender chain. So for that, I'm just going to open the end link on one side. See, that's my open side. I'm going to slide on the loop of my clasp. And close it up. Whatever chain you're working with that has open links, you'll just want to make sure it can accommodate your finding. All right, and now here's another tip. Oftentimes the extender chain will come with open links as well. But since this is bigger and easier to grip, I'm going to go ahead and open that one and latch that on to the end link on my other side of my necklace. All right, so there we have it. So there is a herringbone wire wrap necklace using some beautiful agate, 3 tones of wire, and these are all available at Beadaholique.com. Also be sure to click the bell and subscribe to our YouTube channel for all the latest updates. Thanks for watching.